Hello handheld gamers and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at Rocket League on the OneXPlayer and the Steamdeck. So in my previous video that I created for Rocket League, I only reviewed the game on the OneXPlayer because I didn't actually have my Steamdeck at that time. And installing the game on the OneXPlayer, as you'd expect, pretty easy, it's Windows. So you just install the Epic Launcher, install the game, and away you go. So the only difference I've made since my last video is I've now locked my OneXPlayer's internal resolution at 800p, and the game runs at 800p as well. So I've mirrored all the settings. Basically we're just using high settings across the board on both devices. I've changed the frame rate to uncapped just so we can see the maximum frame rate that we'll get out of the devices, and just to see how they handle their power envelope when uncapped. So on the OneXPlayer, runs really well, game looks pretty decent, fonts are maybe a little bit fuzzy. We are running uncapped, as I say, it's 74 FPS at the loading window here. So we'll fire the game up and we'll have a quick look. So you can actually get into a quick game. So as you can hear on the OneXPlayer, fans are going pretty fast. We're pulling about 28 watts here. And just under 90 FPS. And the game's running pretty well. My ability is probably not so good, but we do try. Oof. Never even saw that coming. However, the game runs really well. Can't skip, go on. I guess the person that scored the goal really wanted to show everybody how good they were there. Oft hit exactly the same time there. Let's just get down to bad defending, I think. Oh, maybe didn't need to. So what we're getting about just under 90 FPS here. Running really well. Can't aim where the goes for Tuffy. Oh, I've just been boomed. So, okay, as we reach the dying moments of the game here, as you can see, we're doing about 80 FPS. Over 100 there for a second, and we're pulling nearly 26 watts. My team lost, whoops. I wasn't very good there, I have to admit. So 26 watts average there, well, we're averaging over 80 FPS. Game felt smooth as can be, looked pretty good. And now we'll pass over to the Steamdeck. But first we'll turn off, I'll quit the game because it's so loud on the OneXPlayer. Okay, so first thing I want to bring your attention to is installing this game. Obviously it's via Epic, so you're going to have to go into desktop mode, install the heroic game launcher and install the game from there. At that point, you'll want to set your Proton version to 7.0-4, I think it is. However, and that'll work okay when you're using it from desktop mode. However, when you go back into game mode, where we are just now, you want to set your compatibility to not use any tool. So I'd inadvertently left it on 7.0-4 and the game wouldn't load. You need to turn that off and then the game will load fine. And as we'll see here, again we've left everything just set to stock settings, high settings. We've changed the frames per second to uncapped, and we'll have a quick play here. And we should see quite a bit more FPS. I would say the game is running just a wee bit nicer on the Steamdeck than it's running on the OneXPlayer. Power wise, we are still pretty heavy. Now you could cap the frame rate, but this is a competitive game, you probably want every frame you get. I think in this sort of game most people want to just play for a shorter period of time but have more FPS. So as we get to the dying seconds of this gameplay, boom. As we can see, there's more performance metrics, or slightly more granular performance metrics than we would get previously. So we can actually see that although the CPU is only pulling about 8 watts and the GPU is pulling only 3.3, the entire draw on the battery is 24 watts. It's pretty high. But the game runs well. It's running over 90 FPS there, often over 100. Looks really sharp. I don't know if you can see how good that looks, but it looks really good. I think I would award the win to the Steamdeck, partly because it's just so damn quiet. Compared to the OneXPlayer. The OneXPlayer played well, but was just way too loud. So if you like what I do, please like, share and subscribe. I hope this video has been helpful to you all. And I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later.